What's up, Comic Fiends, Comic Nation? It's your boy YA5, the Comic Addict, coming at you live and direct. Boom. Back to another haul, baby. Yep. It's a good weekend, great weekend. Been really busy doing some landscaping. Cheers, shout out to everybody out there in the community. Let's go ahead and get started with this video. Boom, we got Battle Scars #1. This is the first appearance of Phil Colston and Nick Fury Jr., I believe. Very cheap book. I think I paid $8 for it. I mean, basically is what it goes for. It's only like a $10 book, but I had to get it. Needed it in my collection. I didn't need it, but anyway, I saw it there and I couldn't leave it. So yeah, who knows? It's a cheap book right now. Maybe it'll go up. Rare having books that are keys and cheap, you know? It's freaking ridiculous, the market these days. But anyway, let's keep on keeping on. We got cover #1. I think this book got option, I believe. So we'll see. I got it for cover price, so found it there in the back issue bin. And I was like, all right, I'll pick it up, you know? I think what does this go for? I think about a $20 book right now, $25 book. So happy to have this book. So glad to get this book in the collection. Been looking for this book for a while now. This is Paper Girls #1. New news, it recently did get optioned. So it's starting to go up. I believe it's probably, I think, a $40 book. I got this for $20, so I'm very happy about that. Very good deal for this book. Near mint copy. Super high grade, so really glad to get this book in the collection. Super thrilled. All right, let's keep on moving on here. What we got next? We got 1 and 2 copies of Shadecraft #1. It's just a hot new book that came out from Image recently in the last month, I believe. So got 2 copies for cover price at the LCS. Couldn't believe they were still sitting there, but I got those. I also got 1 and 2 copies of Geiger #1. I just hit my camera. Oh well, still looking good. From Image as well, so got those for cover price as well. So I couldn't leave those behind. Usually, if I think it's going to be a good #1, like it's already has a little buzz surrounding it, I always tend to just buy 2 copies. That way I can always, if it blows up for some reason, I can always have one in my collection and sell the other one, basically flip it and make a decent profit. That's usually how I roll when it comes to #1s that have a little bit of a buzz around it. So anyway, got those 2 copies, and I also got 2 copies for cover price of Batman 0. Fortnite #1. Still bagged. People are going nuts for this book. I can't believe, like, my LCS had a shit ton of these books because they didn't even have them on the shelf because it's becoming an epidemic apparently with kids and parents trying to buy like hundreds of copies. So they had them behind the counter, and they would just say, hey, 2 copies per customer. So I was like, sure, just give me 2 copies. Just like the other books, you know. I could probably sell one right now for $20, but who knows? I mean, I'll sit on a copy or 2 and see if it goes up in the future. But anyway, glad to get that. It's some weird craze going on with the Harley Quinn skins for your character on the game. I'm not a big gamer, but apparently that's what the whole buzz is about. So yeah, cool. And then this book here, wow, this book, I cannot believe I saw this book, and when I saw it there, I had to get it. Boom, baby, we got Joker, issue #2. The Vengeance, the first appearance of Vengeance, Bane's daughter. Yeah, look, I love this freaking cover. This book's going crazy. I think obviously it's a variant. I think there's only 1 per store. I mean, unless you ordered more than 50 copies of Joker #2, which I doubt. So they had 1 copy of this, and you know, it was 200, which was not too bad considering this thing is going for $250 online. So, you know, it's definitely, it was a pricey variant. One of the most expensive variants I ever bought. Easily. So yeah, look at that cover. Just amazing. But yeah, I'm not really a big variant guy, you know. I'm not going after the latest variants or anything like that. But when there's a certain cover I like and it is attached to a first appearance, that's key for me to pick up variants, in my opinion. If it's just a cool ass cover and it's going for $200-300, I'm not gonna invest that type of money in variants. But you know, I get it. You know, a lot of collectors are into variants. Me, there has to be something besides the cover. It has to have a full first appearance or something. So anyway, I had to pull the trigger. I wasn't gonna leave that book there. It's definitely a 9/8 candidate. Got my Master of Kung Fu 15 and my Vengeance of Bane #1 on the side. Yeah, been really buying big keys lately. I bought a huge key for next week's haul. You'll see that book. Huge key. But anyway, let's get down to my last two. My big two. Can't believe I got another copy of this book. So happy to get this book. My second copy, and I've got a decent deal considering how much these things are going for these days. Boom, baby, we got Iron Fist, issue number 14. First appearance of Sabretooth, of course. Yeah, I could not leave that behind at $250. I mean, if you look at the prices these days, it's getting out of hand, completely out of hand, especially any X-Men related characters. Any X-Men characters at all. The books are going through the roof. So I saw this book there, probably like let's get up close and personal while I ramble on about it. For about probably the last 3 weeks I've seen it there. It's hiding out there on the back issue bin. And I started looking on eBay. I usually use eBay for a gauge of like, is this a good deal? And sure enough, I was like, wow, friggin' VG copies of this book are going for $250 or even more. So great on this. Has one big tick right there below the yellow. Zoom in for me. There we go. Other than that, a couple ticks on the bottom. Other than that, I graded either a 7.0 or a 7.5. It has something going on, a little crease here. Either a 7.0 or a 7.5. I think it's 7. I think it would be a 7.5, which is a pretty good deal. The back cover is clean as well, so heck yeah. I mean, I wasn't gonna let it sit there anymore. You know, I had to get it on. Anyway, and then I also, at that same day, I bought this book. I saw this book on the wall. I asked to take a look at it. I saw the price tag, but the condition was just really freaking nice. And let's show this book off. My big book of the week. So glad I finally had this book in the collection. Boom, baby, we got Cap America, issue number 100, the big premiere issue. Heck yeah, Cap in his own series. This book I've been chasing for a long time, and it's just, I had to pick this book up, and it was a great deal. I think I paid $400 for this book. But get up close and personal. The condition is amazing. This is easily a 7.5 copy. I mean, that top left just has a little something on the very top edge, but other than that, the color is amazing. The spine, what's so good about this book is the spine. It's super clean. Look at that. There's just nothing on it. Zoom in, damn it. Clean, tight staples. Oh my goodness. Look at this bottom left corner. Would zoom in. It's like a corner you'd see on a brand new book. Could be an 8.0. It could be an 8.0. I flipped through the book carefully at the shop, obviously counting all the pages, which is a big rule number 1 when you're spending this much money on a book, on one comic book. Top edge is good. It's a black cover and white cover. The white's a little off-white, but the black's nice. No marks on it, really. It's just a beautiful, beautiful book. When I got this book, I just could stare at it all night. Sipping my beer. Could not believe that I finally got this book in my collection. such a huge book. Yeah, I don't know what else to say about it. I thought the time was right to buy this book before it skyrockets even more. And to be honest with you, this book hasn't really got those ridiculous prices, skyrocketed prices as other keys in Marvel lately. So I think if you don't have this book in your collection, you can actually get a decent grade copy for like $400 or $500. So that's just my advice. If you want to add this book to your collection, probably now is a good time because, yeah, like I said, it's not going up like other keys right now. So anyway, hope everyone's doing well in the comic book community, and that's it. Y85 signing out. Later.